It felt like I've been waiting for this day for like 1,000,000 years. Could never imagine how it would actually come to be. I just knew the day was coming when I was going to let it all go and just simply be me. There's never been a time in my life since I was about 3 that I didn't understand that I had a special destiny. I always knew that God was doing something very special with me. And somewhere along the course, I lost my way. Found myself in places that I did not want to be. One day I woke up in the mirror and I did not recognize me. The person on the other side of that mirror, I could not imagine how she came to be. I had dissociated from my life more than once or twice. Absolutely contemplated time and time again, was it worth it? Should I just take my life? Because if I could not be me, then I was not going to be living right. And on today, yes, tonight, for the first time in my life, I recognize that it is only me. For which I could do anything. For as much as my ego would love to believe that I could do something for anything outside of me, when I went in my heart and listened to the truth straight from me, I heard me say to me, the only thing you know anything about, honestly, is what you know from me. But you too busy listening to things on the outside that you have lost touch with me. You don't even recognize yourself. You created another identity. And I remember saying to me so vividly, it was so clear. I mean, it was just me and me. Well, listen, me, my life used to be filled with so much life, love, and family. And somewhere along the way, I lost my way, and now I'm just reduced down to me. And if it's got to just be me with me, well, then it's time for me to start to understand that I got to listen to me, because me seems to be the only thing that I can ever count on. See, me shows up no matter where me be, and every time I am there with me. And so I celebrate the fact freely that I am that I am. Yes, I am. And because I am is me. I am here to set the captive free. To make it clear to man that Satan has stolen God's identity. The enemy has taken sacred spiritual things and turned them into perverted things. Tabernacles are very overflowing with grief. When I see how even with the death of the son, the enemy could come in and be a thief. And the body moving in the absolute wrong direction has no real protection. That's why we succumb to illness and infection. But it's only because we are living our lives in the wrong direction. See, this is the things that me would say to me. See, me talks to me so intimately. Me makes me understand things that, well, I don't get an understanding from anybody. And so I care for me like I care for me. And I remind myself every day, every day, daily, that my only real responsibility is to serve the greater that is in me. And the way that I am serving my creator that is in me, the greatest and highest me I could ever be, is in the manner in which I take care of me. And so me told me directly that if I wanted to be a captive and be set free, then I would have to let go of you and I would have to choose me. Because there is never going to be a way I can survive in the body. If I'm attached to you and I'm not attached to me. God says serve me exclusively. I am a jealous God. I want it all for me. Abel was blessed because he gave the first to me. He gave the best to me and not the worst to me. Sadly, that's the only disagreement that brought on the misery of murder, you see. The spirit of envy and jealousy. The narcissist who wants to cry, oh, woe is me, because I decided to give the worst to me and give the best to somebody. But when I would run into circumstances such as these, me would say to me, well, listen, dear, you can only get the truth from here. You got to let them handle theirs. And you got to learn how to handle yours. Because the truth of the matter is everybody got their own chores. True. Jesus likened the body to mansions with many rooms. Well, mansions got basements. And mansions got living rooms. Hell, some mansions even got graveyards. So, I guess there's room for tombs. Some mansions got static in the attic. Some mansions got cobwebs in the heart. Some mansions is dilapidated because people not doing their own part. looking for somebody else to provide you with your care. Care for yourself. You right there. Why do the care have to come from somewhere when you can care for yourself? And you know exactly where to care. The same way you don't know how to really care for me, well, I don't really know how to care for you. So allow me to care for myself and you care for you. I don't think that there is any more balance that we could do. And since God is not a respecter of person, I know he would agree too. I don't have to make this stuff up. You just got to know how to read through. Look past the BS and all of the unnecessary mess. Remember, all of it is superfluous. So you can sift through it all and then just see the common strings, and you can just pull them all, and the stories unravel the same time, all the time, y'all. Because we stuck in a loop of hell that we are creating all by ourselves. Every captive could be set free if the captive were willing to come inside and sup with me. But the enemy has tricked us into believing superficially, so we believe in the things that we can see, but that has nothing to do with faith, and it has nothing to do with me. See, when I talk to me, this is how me talks to me. Me tells me things, and I listen to me, because me done got me through a lot of amazing things. Me done made sure I survived. Ooh. Even when I didn't have wings. Me kept me alive when me had made me die. When me was stroking, it was me right by my side. And so, no, I will never in my life apologize for the me that I have pride. But that pride that I have is the pride that I have for the greater on my inside. And one day I just decided that, well, let me just see. Well, God, what if you came on the outside and let me be on the inside and you take control over me? And God said, you willing to let me do that? I said, I bet you I'll show you. I'll move out the way. And I'll let the whole world watch and see. And God said, if you mean it, move over and let me see. And he started introducing me to all kinds of strange things. Things that I would have never, ever in my life, ever seen. Because these was things that he said, don't you never do. But when I felt that spirit and I felt that family move through, I knew that this wasn't no joke. And what God was asking me to do, God was asking me to do. And since I have already been through more than one miraculous thing, I'm sorry. I believe in miracles. And I believe that God speaks to me in living color and in my dreams. And I believe this so firmly that with my whole and honest heart, I ask God, teach me how to unravel the mysteries of this book so that we can eliminate the confusion that the enemy dropped in at the start. Because see, I know that I know that I know that I know. When you run into the authority of God that comes from deep within, oh, every day of your life, he reads the heart from within. if you are willing, and I do mean willing, to truly listen. Right now, God is opening up an opportunity to teach man how to truly come in. Right where you are, accept it how you be. You ain't coming in here with order. You coming in order, that you may get order. And once you get order, well, then God will give you orders. But you got to be willing to allow the Father to groom you. Bring you back to where he intended you to be. The absolute perfect reflection of me. But first you got to reconcile with that devil in you that took his eyes off of me. There are no scapegoats here. Everyone is guilty if you don't have your eyes on me. So stop looking at what everyone else is doing and fix your eyes on me. Everybody got one. Look in the mirror and you're going to see. That is the gateway to heaven. It's the only way to me.